Hello, my name is Lindsey Latham. I am a no-tools psychic medium, psychic healer, a well-rounded psychic. And what that means is I successfully and accurately deliver psychically received information to help others without using tarot cards or any other physical tool. And what is coming up today to talk about is the stigma around being psychic and owning that you are an intuitive psychic being, and the stigma that comes along with that. And I have been mentoring and helping others and creating content, helping others learn and tap into their own intuitive and psychic abilities for over a year now, going on 2 years, a good solid year consistently. And what I have noticed, and I already knew this, but what I have noticed is that people want to, in their minds, and this all goes back to conditioning. This is all due to religious conditioning. Even if you're not religious, even if you weren't raised in religion, it's still a part of society's conditioning today in the United States. I don't know what it's like elsewhere, because I've never lived elsewhere. But it's like we have all been conditioned so far out of our power, and it's like people don't want to claim that they're psychic because it's like forbidden. We have been conditioned to like we're below psychic. Like it's something that is, it's either something that people look at as they're below it, or they look at it as it's crazy. Like that's psychotic. That's ungodly. That's demonic. Which it's none of those things. I am not demonic. You know what I mean? Like, I am not a demon. Okay, so the conditioning that I've seen is that, oh no, I'm not going to claim that I'm psychic. Like people aren't worthy of it or something. That's all bullshit. You are worthy of being your natural self. And your natural core operating system is intuition. That's God consciousness. It's godly. It's you. If it's you, it's godly. But, I mean, just think about this. It even logically makes sense. Because if everybody, okay, why would you go to church? How would the church, what would they have to manipulate you with if you came to them and they told you that you were godly and that you were God? And that you didn't actually need church. This is the truth. You don't actually need church, and you don't actually need to be led by the pastors or the priests or whatever, because all of the answers are inside of you. What would they have to tell you to get you to give them your money? What would they have to tell you? They live in fear that if they tell you the truth, then you won't give them your money. And if you don't give them their money, then they can't be greedy. And if they can't be greedy, then they don't have anything to live for. So it's like, do you see the agenda? Oh, I see it. I see it so clearly. So being, and it's so messed up. It even goes deeper than that, because lying like that, whether or not these people that run these religions realize that they're lying or not, because they're subject to conditioning from other people and from the people before them. And it's like, that is up for discussion, whether they realize they're lying to you or not. Hopefully, when they do realize that they're lying to you, they get out of it. Because that is the part of ascension. It's like realizing the manipulation and then doing everything in your power to get back in alignment with honesty. It's a problem when these people realize that they're lying and then they don't work on getting back in alignment with honesty and their personal truth. They continue to lie and manipulate. That's when shit gets all fucked up. And it turns into a world problem. Like so many things have. So, this is what, and I was baptized Catholic. Both my mom and my dad's side are Catholic Italians. So I was baptized Catholic. I'm not Catholic. I went to Catholic school. I got kicked out really fast. But my family tried. Mama tried. So did Daddy. But, look, when you are out of alignment with self, energy gets backed up in the body, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. That's when fucked up shit happens, like children are being abused. Like the Catholic Church has this, issue with children being abused, which I don't understand why anyone would continue to be a part of an organized religion when the people who are leading it are essaying children. How fucked up do you have to be to continue to follow something that the people who lead it are abusing children? It's common sense. The reason that it happens is because all of the lies and all of the conditioning are so out of alignment with truth that it starts spewing out in this detrimental and horrible behavior. Just like you can put this in other contexts, like with me growing up, having to, or not knowing how to manage my emotions and not knowing how to take care of my own energy and being diagnosed with the wrong things, not knowing how to deal with the abuse and not knowing how, not having the support system that is needed, turns into drug addiction. I start self-medicating. When you are out of alignment with your truth and you either shove it down or deny yourself of it, it's going to manifest in detrimental behaviors in your physical reality. It's that simple. So, like, what am I struggling with right now? Sugar. I fucking love sugar. I love sugar. And that, to me, that is detrimental to my health. Sugar. So, where is that coming from? That's coming with me not knowing how to handle my emotions. I struggle with taking care of a child. With, not enough support. So, it comes out in me doing detrimental things for my body, like eating cookies. Like fasting for 16 hours and then eating cookies. So the better that I get at managing my emotions and managing being a full-time parent, the better my eating habits get. And here for a while, I was struggling with my ADD medication, which I'm no longer taking because it was detrimental for me. I had to have an experience with it though. I had to prove to myself that I was a better person. I was nicer to my kid. I was nicer to myself. It really wasn't helping me focus. I felt like shit when I took it. It took me over a year to come to that conclusion and let it go. Which maybe if that would have happened when I was a little kid, I wouldn't have gone through the 20 plus years of heroin and meth addiction. Who knows? What matters is that I'm not going through that now. Everything is a lesson. Everything is a lesson to get you back to truth, to get you back to your truth. And anything that is an outside source that suggests that what you are feeling is wrong, it's that fucking simple. If any outside source is telling you that something you are feeling naturally is wrong, they are trying to manipulate you. What is it that you think about what is going on inside of you? What is it that you feel it is tied back to? The point is to not deny any part of yourself. And if you feel that something is coming up in you that is wrong and that is against your moral compass, then by all means seek help. Of course. You can seek help from me. I can help you. Intrusive thoughts are a big thing. When you deny yourself room to heal from trauma, PTSD happens. And from PTSD comes intrusive thoughts. And intrusive thoughts this is the best way for me to explain it. Intrusive thoughts are a manifestation in the mind. So different from your intuition. It's your mind. Your mind gets all fucked up. And it'll take the most disturbing thing that you could think of that is completely against everything inside of you. And it will start spewing out words or phrases that have to do with that absolutely horrible thing. And it's most likely happens in social situations to where it's like your mind will just spew out this absolutely horrible shit to where you feel very exposed, and you feel, because you are psychic and you are telepathic. So inside of us, we feel like everybody can hear our thoughts. Everybody can pick up on what is going on inside of our minds, because we can pick up what's going on inside of other people's minds. Why wouldn't they? But see, the intrusive thoughts aren't where telepathy comes from. So your intrusive thoughts cannot be heard by others because it's coming from your mind, and your mind is not telepathy. That's for another video. So just don't worry about the other people hearing the intrusive thoughts. They cannot hear the intrusive thoughts. And they are just intrusive thoughts. They aren't you. But I urge you that if you are having intrusive thoughts, that is something you would want to seek out a therapist for. And be very, very honest. And just let them know. And let them know that you have heard of this thing called intrusive thoughts, and that you think that it's what's going on with you. So, and that lays the foundation for you to not feel like people are going to lock you up for the shit that's going on in your head. Because the fact that you are able to tell the difference, that it's not you and that it's these intrusive thoughts, that you're not in alignment with those thoughts. I know this conversation is going in a completely different direction, but it's very important. I need to make a whole video on intrusive thoughts, which I will. I'll make a video on intrusive thoughts soon. Once you have, and this video may even help you. Even with me just telling you that those thoughts aren't you, they're intrusive thoughts, and that other people can't hear those thoughts. And those intrusive thoughts are stemming from unhealed trauma. And that's it. That's what they are. And you're not giving off an energy of some kind of predator or your worst nightmare. That it's just intrusive thoughts. It's PTSD. I used drugs and drank over that shit for so long, until like 12 years ago. My God, it was a nightmare. Anyway, you are not beneath yourself. That makes no sense. You are not beneath others. We are all equal in a sense that we are all fundamentally the same, because we are all one. We are all God. Period. I love you guys. I got to go off. My maintenance people just texted me and they need to come fix some stuff in my apartment. So interact with me in the comments. I would love to meet you. Again, my name is Lindsey. I'm a no-soul psychic medium. You can learn more about me by going to the links in the description on this video. And yeah. Bye.